Grand Rising, everybody. T-NocK here with Source Shield. We just got back to the greens. I got off of work, drove home. Oh, get this. Get this, people. I got stopped by the same train twice. Did that ever happen to you? I was waiting for it in one time. Whoa, easy. I don't want no trouble, Regiment. Whoa, yeah. Deputy. What you gonna do with that bone, Frankie? Give me that bone. What you gonna do with that bone? Oh, you ain't gonna share that bone? You ain't sharing no bone yet, Frank. What kind of bone is that, Francis? Huh? Human bone? Is that the last person that tried to get your kibbles? Yeah. Anyways, I love Regiment. But I got stopped by the same train twice. Yeah, I saw the unit numbers on the locomotives. It was the same ones as the time before. So, first time for me. Anyways, wasn't too bad. We're out here at the greens. Let's check on the garden. This is what we do when we come home from work. Succulents are doing well. Oh yeah, doing great. Wow. Yeah, these are growing good. Look at these corn stalks. Yeah, doing good here. Wow, what is that? That's weird. What do we got going on under here, man? Look, it's a whole beautiful. Look at them. Strawberries doing great. I mean, there's just a ton of these. Look at these. Oh my gosh, Deps, you better get out there, Deputy. You better stay out of my strawberries here. She's looking at them. We're gonna have to take her to the vet. She's got a little swollen ear here. Yeah, so we'll have to get this drained. Poor thing. It's like a balloon. So, poor girl. I know it's from dirt getting in there, and she's doing good though. Comes with having pets, you know. Gotta take them to the vet every now and then. But she's tough. We'll get it drained and she'll be good to go. She'll be wearing her little bonnet again for a while. In fact, I should put it on her right now, but believe it or not, she hasn't been messing with it too much lately. So, or else I would have. Oh, you saw the shirt? Yeah, Captain's a Crush to get those forearms going. Pow, pow, pow. Get them puff adders, man. Anyways, let's go take a look at the front here. Regiment's probably wanting to go out front. See, this is what I do. I check the greens. I got to check on these mole rotters. All right, we have moles here. I have some behind the layer over there. There's one. He goes by Lemoliander. I have another one over here. My neighbor. Her name's Dutch, older gal, really nice. I have the Dutchville Menace. That's the other mole. And we have this guy out front. Hey, baby, yeah. Ah, watch your step here. Yeah. Oh, almost forgot. We gotta check. Skunk trap down there. That's what we want to see. Nothing. And there's not even any digging around there. You see that plate on the ground? I used to have skunks trying to get through my crawl space certain times of the year, and they would go underneath this lattice, and I'd come home from work in the morning sometimes and it'd smell like skunk. So they'd be fighting and breeding underneath the house, and try sleeping with that. I'd rather probably smell my own fart than a skunk, to be honest with you. Anyways, here we go. Check this out. Where we are on the front porch. I don't know when the last time the community saw, but massive amounts of work. Solo, to be honest with you. So I'll do a couple hours in the morning after work. Mostly sanding lately, because I try to get into bed about 9 a.m. But this is turning out absolutely just fantastic. I'm very, very I'm very, very pleased with it. It's just slow and steady, keep chipping away at it. And you got to think, I work midnights. I'm a father of 2.5. I have a stepdaughter. I have 2 twin sons. They just turned 19 last month. Work midnights, have for 18 years. I went through huge, huge transformation. I'll have to get into that in another video. Health journey turned into a spiritual awakening. But I've always enjoyed repairing stuff, whether it's a vehicle, a bike, an old possession. I've always liked to refurbish and bring it back to life. And that's kind of what I did with this porch. Of course, we had the old 90s color, baby blue on white. You can look at the other videos and possibly see all of this prior to the work. But I mean, the detail in this, folks, I really am a perfectionist when it comes to projects. And I do like stuff being done, at a higher quality grade, more effort, so to say. I don't like to repair something and then have to repair it again shortly after. I try to get it done right the first time. I've never liked that half-hearted, half-ass approach. I've never taken that. And to be honest, I don't really respect those who do that. I've just never been a fan of cutting corners. And to be honest, it's kind of like, it's character defining to some people. I have a coworker. It's called a character defining moment. When somebody does something where they either make or break, But if I see someone half-assing on the job, I'm just like, what else do you do that with in your life? That's the first question that pops up. So I try not to. I caught her scooting that butt around. Anyways, this is looks. I try to do a quality job, not trying to toot my own horn. I like to look back on some of my work and critique it. And sometimes as I'm critiquing, I'm just kind of like, pleased. Job there, right on. It makes me feel good. And it makes me continue to keep that work ethic in my future projects. Anyways, absolutely just happy with how things are going. I got a couple other things. We'll take that top piece off. It's already sanded. We're gonna have to stain it. But I got that board up yesterday. I did have to take that frame piece off and trim because this is not a full 2x4 width. I mean, that is, but this is not. But I had to trim it or else I wouldn't get the clearance from this. We do have a little discrepancy here. This is fresh 2x6 wood versus probably a year old, and you can see it does shrink quite a bit. So if any of you are having to mend 2 pieces of wood and you're using season with fresh, just be aware your cuts may be correct. Your measurements may be correct, but these are both 2x6s and seasoned fresh. And you can see the difference there in the thickness in wood. But excuse me. We cut these notches in the other day. I really like that. Just kind of gave it a little more, kind of a better transition look, in my opinion. And the door, of course, is still going to need some attention, and that's fine. Francis, don't be kicking doors down there. We also have the deck to do, which I'm looking forward to this. We'll do orbital sander, and then we'll do the hand sanding in between those. Blow it out real well, and then we have the pickets. We'll line up these. These will all be stained. I got them. I actually have them. I have a couple in the backyard at the moment. They should be halfway done. I'll flip them over and we'll throw 2 more coats on there. I've had issues with the stain. If any of you have done any staining, I like to sand all my wood first and blow it off to get the fibers opened up so that the stain can soak into it really well. But if I don't put the second coat of stain on while the first coat's still tacky, when that second coat dries, it leaves a peel, like a really, it's like a peely look, almost scabby look. and it'll really mess up any prep work that you've done. I'm talking sanding, blowing off, first coat of stain. Like if you don't hit that second coat when you're supposed to, you might be disappointed, and you might end up making a lot more work for yourself, because I've had to resand a couple things and restain. Anyways, we're in the layer now. Oh, we're gonna be racing some Hot Wheels later. I gotta get my Lanes and Gains playlist going. Look at, we got a list there. I mean, I don't want to zoom in too much to spoil it, but we got records up there. We got some pre-qualifier matches. I know this guy is up. He's undefeated right now. He's stacking up the wins. He's got this guy next. The goal is to get to here and then go to the wall bracket, which is over there, hidden, discreet. But that during, in between projects, working out, it's my inner child, and it's fun, it's cheap, and I can keep record. You'd be surprised how fun Hot Wheels can be. Anyways, when I'm not racing, we're here clanking steel, getting our abs in, shoulder raises, you know, you pick what weight, pick exercise, something in, you know. I like to stay active, stay healthy, try to lead by example, and of course, give my thanks to Source Shield, or God, for those who are not familiar with the term source. Anyways, I am so glad to be here, so thankful, and I look back on my journey 7 years ago. Let me just sit on the barge. Let me show you what a refurbished project too. Yeah, they threw that away at work, and this thing's a monster. Trust me, this thing is no joke. And you know what? My little nephews, they love climbing all over this thing to hop on the trampoline. So it actually comes in handy, and it's a beast. Yeah, still looks, you know, it's clean. And then I just put this top on there for looks. But I bet you this thing could probably haul a car. Anyways, I look back, you know, 7 years ago, I started my health journey, turned into a spiritual awakening. And here I am sharing little bits of it right now. I'll get a little more organized. Like I said in my last video, I just got to start pumping content out. If you like what I'm saying, you know, stick around, hit subscribe. It's going to get better. I have quite the story to tell, and it's going to help out a ton of people. Look, I lost 97 pounds. I don't say 100 pounds because it wasn't 100 pounds. It was 97 pounds. I went from 260 pounds to 163. Quit alcohol cold turkey after drinking it for probably close to 20 years. I quit tobacco cold turkey after chewing it for 8 to 10 years. I did this all for my family, for my sons. They lost their mother when they were 10, and here I am killing myself by my own hand. And I finally said enough's enough, and I'm so glad I made these changes. I quit habits that literally kill people, that literally break families up. There's some bad stuff out there, and I'm sure people know, and it doesn't have to be some of those really notable hard drugs. It's the stuff sold over counter, your Kratom's, your alcohol, tobacco, hell, even food. Food is killing people. So I cleaned all that up, and I'm seeing with new eyes, a new perspective, and I want to share that with people. This is real. You know, this isn't some pudgy YouTuber trying to give you the keys to the universe, and you look at him and you're like, did you really put in any work? Because you don't look like it. All right? You're not supposed to be fat or pudgy, in my opinion. If you've had a spiritual awakening, God tells you the importance of health. At least for me. And I live it every single day. Look, spirituality and being healthy is not a part-time job. All right, it's every day. It becomes a lifestyle. And stick around. Perhaps you can implement some of my day-to-day habits into yours. So I look forward to sharing that with you. It is my Saturday, it is Saturday, but get this. I clock in at 11 p.m. the night before. but I work 7 hours on my day off. I don't know. I'm here. I'm happy. We got Regiment. I'm actually getting kind of hot in this. Got my Captain's a Crush shirt on. We're about to rip that off and just go bareback out here. But we're going to continue smearing some stain. We're going to continue sanding, get my exercises in. I'm actually going to get my block walk in. I've been doing, it's about a 34-minute walk, 2 miles. Try to get it in every day, so do the math. You know, let's say 6 days a week I'm walking 2 miles a day minimum. All right, it's about 5 to 6 miles a day, just walking. That's all it is, every day walking. And I'm maintaining a certain body fat percentage, a certain weight. I'm about 171 right now. I eat once a day, one snack a day, so twice a day I eat. And that's just in a nutshell. But we can get into that into detail later. Heck, leave comments, questions, concerns, compliments, whatever. Leave them in the comments. Give me something to chat about. Hell, I might even have an answer to a question. Or perhaps you supply an answer to a question I have. You never know. We'll see where this goes. Anyways, till next time, you never let that light dim. T-NocK out.